Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Just Because on episode 8. Now, I seem to get the idea why people are going for this character and why they are having a troubling time with that character. Even now, watching this episode, I seem to get the gist of it. So, you could say I'm kind of like, agreeing to a side and maybe switching to a side, but either way, I think the result is still going to be the same, in my eyes, in a certain way. So if anything else, let's go. We have to it that Izumi and Mio are just on their way to go visit Haruto and go to Morikawa's house. Eventually, when they go there, of course, they end up having some lunch or meal time, etc. Talking about some of the pressures that Mio has because she has an exam coming up for entrances to a university, which is Suizun, if anything. And as for Komiya, there is a scene with her trying to wonder why she is sleep deprived because she's thinking about Izumi senpai, which we end up realizing in the end that she is already falling for him. I think this was already hinted at or confirmed about that in last week's episode, which I remember making a big reason of my opinion and thoughts about what's gonna happen. But eventually we have to it that that how am I supposed to say it? That Komiya was preparing a text to ask Izumi out on a date or hang out. And we had to it that the cat, her cat, of course, ends up pressing the send button, which is really funny, dude. I was like, best cat in the world! You guys get the point, right? I mean, you guys watched the episode. You should have. If you didn't, then what the hell are you doing here? Just watching a recap or summary because, like, if you don't want to watch the entire episode, you're just missing out. But aside from that, we have to it that eventually Izumi replies back that if it's during the day, I have no problem with that. So he'll just hang out with her. And we have to it that Haruto asks Izumi like, what's your situation right now? Of course, Izumi doesn't want to tell Haruto, but he eventually tells Haruto that he was thinking about taking the same exam as Natsume. And I'm thinking in my mind, that's pretty cool and all, but if you're preparing at a late time like this, I highly doubt it's not going to work out. I'm pretty sure of it. We've seen situations like this before. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have. Depends if you watch enough school-related background anime or something, or read it in a manga, you'll understand that situations like this, if you study at a late time like this, it's going to be all-out doodle bobs. You guys get the I'm pretty sure you guys get the point. But aside from that, like I want to get to right here is that that Haruto wishes Izumi the best of luck he needs, and of course he even asks Izumi, "What about Komiya-san? Your chemistry with her is actually pretty good." I'm thinking in my mind, do you not understand the situation at all? We do understand that Komiya-san does annoy Izumi a lot about using his photo, etc. permission. Although he said no a couple times, he eventually gives in. And of course, like, there is a scene where, like, Izumi gets a reply back from her after he says he'll go out with her or something. He ends up saying, it's a date, so don't be late, tomorrow at 11. And we have to it that he doesn't understand what a date is, and I'm thinking in my mind, is this guy been living under a rock? Like, seriously, like, he does not know what a date is. I've seen some characters that know what a date is, but this one right here, I don't know how ridiculous he... That's one thing I was annoyed about. His ignorance of not knowing a couple things here and there about the modern world is what annoys the f out of me. Especially when it's 2017 or 2018 in this year. In the timeline of the anime, that is. We have to it that he ends up meeting Natsume along the way, and we have to it that Natsume asked him, or Mio, if anything, says, "You're going on a date with Komiya-san, aren't you?" And we had to it that Izumi's like, "What's with this date thing, dude? What do you mean by date? And of course she goes like, this is where a man and woman make it intimate, make an appointment and meet. I'm thinking about my, oh my lord, Izumi, do you not know what a damn date is, dude? This is why I'm so annoyed. I mean, this guy has somewhat of a realistic, smart ethic or persona in a certain way, because the way how I look at it, judging by his actions to his like academic recommendation to a university, but his ignorance about certain things here in certain life or school is just what annoys me. Mio, on the other hand, is just pouting enough to say like is saying that like you two seem close enough that she hugged you or something. Of course, like Izumi on the other hand realizes that it was Natsume watching him that he was getting hugged. I'm thinking about my freaking Izumi, dude. It is easy enough to tell her why she hugged you, etc. But I don't think Mio was gonna understand. She's just misunderstanding the situation, and she's just like pouting and pouting and pouting. That's another thing that annoys me too. Mio. I'll get to that just a second. Let me finish my recap, okay? Oh my gosh. And we had to it that Komiya meets Izumi on the train and ends up seeing the Mio there too. We have to it that Komiya that Izumi says we just ran into each other, and Komiya and Natsume told Komiya-san, I told you no. And freaking Komiya-san says, do I need your permission? Then she asks, why did you ask then? She said, well, just because. I'm thinking in my mind, oh my lord. Komiya, if you're gonna ask Izumi out on a date regardless of permission of the answer, don't ask her at all, That's another thing that annoyed me too. If Komiya was gonna ask Izumi out on a date or something, or have a hangout or something, don't even ask her at all, dude. You don't need permission. You got your right. Okay, let me continue the recap before I start ranting on. Before I start blabbering. We have to it that Izumi and Komiya are just walking around taking pictures while Mio is just studying with her friend Sanae. And then we have to it, they talk about a couple photos, and freaking Izumi took a photo of Komiya-san with the smartphone, and Komiya-san ends up making it his wallpaper. He's really upset about this. He goes like, how do you change this, dude? She goes like, you don't even know how to do that? Izumi was really ticked up and was about to walk off, apparently. We have to it that Komiya-san brings Izumi to a photography club and shows him some memories about the school, since he will only be around for the 3rd semester. We have to it that Izumi wants to take a break as well, etc., and decides to hang out a bit more. We have to it that Mio talks to her sister about why she wants to go to the same university as her sister. And she explains that she chose that university because of their politics and economics department. You should just go to a university that you want to go to. Of course, Mio does not know about that, but she says she wonders why she did it. And we have to it that Izumi wants to have much more time to study for the exam, and we have to it that Komiya really pushes this on Izumi by saying, look, if you're really desperate, just tell Miyu senpai that you love her, okay? It's that simple. And we have to it that Izumi says, if I could, I would, but now's not the time. And we have to it that Komiya-san asked him, are you just taking the entrance exam because you can't? He goes like, yeah. And he asks her, like, do you run every day because you can't? He goes like, I'm doing this fine. This is all I can do. And then she therefore tells Izumi that if I win the prize at the competition, I'll confess my love for you. And that was pretty much like it. And Izumi is greeted by Morikawa, but he wasn't able to tell because she was wearing a black coat, which her sister ends up bragging her to wear. And we have to it that Izumi was really shocked about this and did not realize that, you know? Wow. Okay, this is where I'm going to start blabbing on for a long time. So, right now I just ended my recap. If you want to hear me rant or something, or maybe possibly scream like an idiot, be my guest, but here's what's going to happen. You might want to turn down your volume a bit, okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. Just turn down your volume a bit. I'm going to start right now. All three are just idiots. All three. Let me explain. Mio is just pouting and she's always undecisive and never is somewhat outgoing and is kind of jealous of these things. I can't blame her, but honestly, she had her love for Haruto, but she couldn't say anything. And it just lets him go, obviously, in a certain sense. And, she's just more jealous to see as Izumi, like, going out with Komiya-san on a date, even though, like, when she said no to Komiya, and etc. I'm thinking in my mind, you're not trying to go in for an attack right now, so why are you upset? Yeah, Mio is literally just ticking me off, and I can understand why people really don't like her. Even I start to get the gist of it. And 2, Komiya-san asking Izumi out on a date, even though, like, Mio told her no. I'm thinking in my mind, she even asked Mio, do I need your permission? I'm thinking in my mind, you're a freaking idiot. If you were gonna do it anyway, why ask Mio for permission? And she said, just because? I'm thinking in my mind, just because of what? Are you stupid or something? I'm not trying to be a freaking jerk up a-hole, but hey man, I got my reasons. You can understand that. And Komiya-san says, if I win the prize of the photo competition, I'll confess my love to you. I'm thinking in my mind, well, that's if Izumi is even interested in you, which he got startled a bit, so who knows. And even everyone says that Izumi seems to have a good chemistry with Komiya-san. And Izumi. Yo, man. You don't know what a date is, and you don't even know how to use a smartphone, how to change it back to a normal background. How ignorant are you, dude? Like, you know, I can understand situations like this, but where some people don't know much about technology because they're not access to it. I can understand that, but still, you don't know what a date is exactly, huh? Especially when a girl asks you out on one. And you taking a picture of Komiya-san, and then, like, when Mio ends up saying, like, oh, you seem very close with Komiya-san since she hugged you. You could have explained it to her that she just hugged me because, like, I allowed her to use my photo for the competition. But you never said that, and you end up asking, what's going on between you two? None of your business. I'm thinking in my mind, how dense are you? I mean, I've seen a lot of dense characters in certain science fictional harem anime school background crack-lacks, okay? I've seen that a lot, but when it comes to normal situations like this, how is it that you go to school, got recommended to a university, not to mention, you have some kind of realistic point of view, academically strong, that you're ignorant about, don't know what a date is, not to mention, let me see here, you don't even know how to use a smartphone correctly of how to change your background picture. Oh, yeah. I know. You guys might be thinking, I could hear this guy ranting on for a long time, but I can't believe he's being stupid right now. I'm pretty sure a lot of people might be thinking about me right now. But hey, I'm just laying this all out right now because all three of these characters, Komiya-san, Mio, and Izumi, are just idiots, okay? I already told you why. Izumi is ignorant, and he does not know what a date is, and Mio is just pouting on like a brat, and freaking Komiya-san asking out Izumi on a date, even though she was given permission to no, and she still does it anyway. You don't need permission, girl! How ridiculous are you? Oh man, dude. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it here, you know. I mean, I'm sorry for that. If you guys actually watched my somewhat rant or something here and there, thank you. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So, I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo!